Today I'm going to show you how numbers can help you to write music. We are going to write an 8-bar song by using 5 notes only in a scale. I'm going to use C major as the example. The first note of C major scale is a C. The scale degree for C will be number 1. D, the second note, will be number 2. E is the third note in C major scale, so it will be number 3. And 4 will be F. 5 will be G. So C, D, E, F, G are the notes that we are going to create music with. Now I'm going to write 8-bar simple melody with these 5 notes only in C major scale. I record my music to GarageBand iPad OS. The time signature here is 3/4, which means there are 3 beats in a bar. I use quarter note and dotted half note for my music. C, D, E are the notes for the first bar. Now, I want to use only 2 notes to create bass line for my melody. The 2 notes that I'm using are tonic and dominant, which means the first note and the 5th note of a scale. So the first note will be C and the 5th note will be G here. In each bar, I either put C or G as accompaniment. How do I tell if I need to do C or G for my main melody? In each bar, if you see the notes 1, 3, 5, then you put number 1 to your bass. If a bar has more number 2 and number 4 note, then you put the note number 5, which means G, as a bass line. Well, let's take example of my first bar. My first bar has note C, D, E, which means 1, 2, 3. In this way, I put 1 as the bass line for my first bar. And the second bar, I have 2, 3, 4. Like what I said, if you have number 2 and 4, your bass line will be 5. So I put G for the second bar. It sounds like this. And bar 3, I have E, F, G. Since I have note number 3 and 5, I again put 1 as a bass line. This is how it sounds like. In bar 4, I have only D, so I put 5 as the bass line. Now let's go to bar number 5. Number 5 melody is the same as bar 1. C, D, E. C, D, E means note number 1, number 2, number 3. I have 1 and 3, so I put note number 1 for my bass line. Bar 6 is the same as bar 2. D, E, F. So I have D and F. Note number 2 and 4. So I put note number 5, G, for the bass line. And bar number 7, I have E, F, D, which means note number 3, note number 4, note number 2. 3, 4, 2. So I will have to use note number 5 for the bass line. The note in bar 8 is only a C. So I'll put note number 1. Now let's listen how the song sounds like with main melody and bass line together at the same time. Now the song is in major. How about the minor? Again, I use 5 notes of C minor. C, D, E flat, F, G will be the 5 notes that I'm going to create the music with. I basically use the same melody. The bass line stayed the same, just note number 1 and note number 5. Let's listen how the main melody will sound like with a minor key. The rules are the same for the new melody in minor. If a bar has more notes of 2 and 4, I will put note number 5 for the bass line. And if a bar has more note 1, 3, 5, I'll put the note 1 as a bass line. Since we only changed the third note as an E flat is still note number 3 in C minor scale. Let's listen how it will sound with the bass line. After watching this video, you can start doing the same exercise by yourself. Just pick any major or minor key of your preference. Create music out of the first 5 notes in that scale. Think of a time signature. It doesn't need to be 3/4. It can be 4/4 or 6/8 time signature. You can even create a song with 9 beats in a bar. After you create your main melody, try to analyze what kind of number of notes that you have in each bar. If there are more notes, number 1, 3, 5 in a bar, you put note number 1 for the bass line. And if a bar consists more of the notes 2 and 4, then you put note number 5 for your bass.